You're not serious. Get the glasses on. I'm getting ready to blow the whistle. When I blow the whistle, get out on the field. Get out on the field like you're going to find your own space, your own heaven. It's going to be one. Come on out. Come on out.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Sheila Jackson Lee, who just might be one of the dumbest politicians in Congress. Now, I don't say that lightly, and it's crazy because she's highly educated. She has a law degree from Yale, and she's been in Congress for about 30 years. I don't understand how somebody with such accolades, with such accomplishments, can be so intellectually inferior in certain situations. Now, let me just tell you what's going on. So she was at an Eclipse event in Texas, in her district, I suppose. First of all, you saw in the beginning, she was struggling to get the glasses on. I'm not really sure how hard that is. Just put the glasses on your face and go about your business. That's one thing. But beyond that, I'm not quite sure her knowledge of our solar system is up to snuff. Okay, do you know what a planet is, ma'am? Do you know what the moon is made out of? Do you know how big the sun is? Do you know anything about these bodies that are in our solar system at all? I mean, what in the world? We're talking about a thing you would learn in elementary school. How do you have a law degree from Yale and you don't understand the basics? How are you even able to walk and talk by yourself without assistance? I don't really know. But before I get into it, let's go ahead and check out the clip. And of course, I will always link to the clips in the description. If you're on IG, visit a link in the bio. Go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Provide unique light and energy so that you have the energy of the moon at night. And sometimes you've heard the word full moon. And sometimes you need to take the opportunity just to come out and see a full moon is that complete rounded circle, which is made up mostly of gases.
Let's pause right here. First of all, what energy from the moon are you talking about? You talking about the gravitational forces like tide and whatnot, high tide, low tide? We talking about that? What energy are we getting from the moon exactly? And then, since when was this rock that we call the moon made of gases? Since when was that ever the case? Gases? Really? Gas? The moon? For real? I mean, come on. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Since when has anybody ever even had a conspiracy about the moon being made of gases? If she was to say that it was made of cheese, I'd be like, okay, that's false. That's wrong. But at least I've heard that before. I've heard that before, that the moon's made of cheese. I've heard that. I've also heard about the moon being hollow and it's like a bell when you hit it with a rock or something like that. I've heard that too. But gas, what in the world are we talking about here? And again, this is not a regular normie. This is Sheila Jackson Lee. You have a law degree from Yale. You're in the U.S. Congress. You are a lawmaker. You go to Capitol Hill, Washington, D.C. These are the kind of individuals that run our government. I thought my man talking about Guam might tip over, who still, by the way, is in Congress right now. He made that Guam comment in the 1990s, and he is in Congress right now. I think his name is Hank Basket or something. You guys, if I'm telling the wrong thing, let me know in the comments. But he's still in office right now after the whole Guam might tip over kerfuffle. But anyway, I digress. Let's keep on moving.
And that's why the question is why or how could we as humans live on the moon? Are the gases such that we could do that? The sun is a mighty powerful heat that is almost impossible to go near the sun. The moon is more manageable.
Oh, so the moon not as bad, right? The moon is a star, I suppose now. Okay, cool. And the sun, it's pretty hot. The moon is not as bad. Listen, you're not going to get anywhere close to the sun at all. Nowhere close. Do you understand how far away the sun is and how big it is? People don't understand the scale. it's unfathomable to really understand the scale without a proper diagram. If let's say if the moon was a basketball, the earth would be a speck of salt. It's like that, pretty much. Maybe a basketball and a marble, maybe not even that much of a difference. Probably a lot less. Probably a basketball and a grain of salt.
And you will see in a moment, or not a moment, you'll see in a couple of years that NASA is going back to the moon. Provide.
All right, so there we have it, Sheila Jackson Lee. Now, to make matters worse, she actually responded, and here's the full clip if you want to see it. There she is struggling to get the glasses on. I don't know what she was going through right here. Like, all this jazz is like, can you please put the glasses on? She was doing this for an extended period of time. It's like, ma'am, what in the world are we doing? Like, what is going on? Just walking away. All right, she just finished with it. Now, let's keep on going here. Now, here is her response. What did she say? Obviously, I misspoke, and I meant to say the sun. But as usual, Republicans are focused on stupid things instead of stuff that really matters. What can I say, though? Foolish thinkers lust for stupidity. Okay? Now, let's keep on going here. She has more. They should be focusing on issues like prenatal care, building more affordable housing, and more reduction of student loan debt as President Joe Biden is. Also, I care more about these children who would not have experienced the eclipse in this enthusiastic manner. And I care more about protecting the rights of women and children than engaging in this kind of senseless dialogue. It's like, look, if you do something like that, just don't even, you might as well not even respond, because at the end of the day, you can't really fix that. You can't really say that, oh, well, it's not really a big deal. Yes, it is a big deal. If you're in Congress and we trust you to write our laws, we're trusting you to help run this country. Maybe you might want to know what the moon is and what it's made of. It's not gases, I'll tell you that right now. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to all the brilliant rocket scientists we have on Capitol Hill that do the dumbest things. Some of the laws that we have and some of the bills that we are getting ourselves in, some of the bills that they sign, now you know why they do it. Now you understand why, because they're not really, they're not really serious people. They're not very intelligent people. They're going to do things like this because the intellectual capacity is just not up to snuff. It's just not where it should be. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on Sheila Jackson Lee talking about the moon being made of gas? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. What's your take on her response? Do you think she should have done that, not said anything? Just giving a quick statement rather than a pair, like a bunch of different tweets. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. We got some pretty unintelligent people in Congress. At a certain point, okay, you've been there 30 years. What have you accomplished? Can we get some term limits? Can we get people in there that know a little something? We should have cognitive tests for these elderly, I'm talking about nearly 100-year-old people who look and sound every bit of their age, like Joe Biden, Nancy Pelosi, etc. Who else? Your man, McConnell, freezing up at the podium. Some of these things are just ridiculous. They should not be in office, and they have these mental issues that are obvious to all of us going on. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.